Hi, everybody. For those of you who don't know, I am Nichelle Lewis, and I started this group, Mom Plus More, basically because I'm struggling. All right, so this group was started because I'm about to be 30 in April, and I have never felt so far from myself, if that makes sense. I have never felt so lost. I keep looking back, y'all. The baby's back here on the floor. So I wanted to be a safe space for moms who are trying to navigate motherhood, but also who don't want to be defined by motherhood, right? I mean, I never intended on being a stay-at-home mom, but after Logan got sick and then having another baby and then the pandemic, like, here I am. This is just the reality of what my life looks like right now. And it's not a bad thing, but I feel like I have so much more to offer. I feel like as a woman, I have more to offer than just motherhood. And the weird thing is, y'all, where I am right now, it's hard for me to see that, right? So I know that, but it's hard for me to see myself outside of motherhood. I'm struggling with that, because right now, that's all that I know, being a mother, being a wife, and I am trying to find out what it is that, what else it is that I have to offer, if that makes sense. But as a woman, I know that I have more to offer. I know that there is more to me than just being a mother, right? I'm a wife, I'm a sister, I'm a friend. You have something to offer other than just being a mother. And it's hard for me to see that right now, considering the fact that I'm a stay-at-home mother and my husband is working out of town most of the time. And so right now, motherhood consumes my life, right? I'm in a place right now where it's a priority of mine to remind myself what else I have to offer, which is why I started the group. I have 4 children. I just had my 4th son, and I feel like if I'm struggling with my identity, who I am outside of motherhood, then there has to be other women who are struggling with this. And so for me, this group is about building a safe space, a community for women like myself. There are women out there that I've added to this group who are not where I am, but they've been there and they know who they are. Outside of motherhood, they know that they have more to offer. But there are women in the group who are very much so like myself, and I feel like if we can come together and encourage each other and remind each other, I feel like it's not talked about enough, the toll that motherhood actually takes on your self-identity and even your self-esteem, and just knowing who you are and knowing what you bring to the table and knowing what you have to offer. I'm speaking for myself from experience, and knowing that there's so much more to you than just being a mother. And while motherhood takes up a huge chunk of who you are and what you do, you still have to have a life outside of it. And that's not to say that your kids come second or third, but you can't pour from an empty cup. So if you don't know what you have to offer, then I feel like you're not being your best self, and you're not able to give your best self to your kids or your spouse or your friends, you know? So yeah, that's why I created this group, so that it could be a safe space for women to share the things they're really dealing with, but also to be encouraged by other women and mothers who have been there. I've also made a commitment to myself that for me to be the best version of myself, I have to figure that out. I have to invest time in myself outside of motherhood.